Looking good. So welcome once again, everybody, to this Canada Specialist Program webinar. Ryan from Travel Alberta, please take it away.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Charlie. And yeah, thanks to everyone for joining us today from Australia and from New Zealand. Super happy you could make the time to join us. And I got to say, we're super happy as well that we're starting to hear those Aussie and Kiwi accents from down under in Alberta again. So great to see travel is starting to open. Throughout the year, there's numerous webinars that Charlie does hosting our friends from all across Alberta. So today, I really just want to get an overview of why Alberta really needs to be on your clients' next travel plans. And once I'm done that, I'll be handing off to Christy, who'll speak to the highlight of every Albertan summer, which is the Calgary Stampede. So to get started, Alberta is located next to British Columbia, and it really is a year-round destination. Today, I'm really going to speak a little bit more to the summer activities, but outdoor enthusiasts can really find activities ranging from gentle excursions to heart-pounding adventures, either under those bluebird summer skies like we had today, or on top of those blankets of white powdery snow during our winter months, which is coming soon. Alberta also has the lowest tax rate in all of Canada. So it really is the best place for your guests when they're doing some shopping here. For guests who are doing both an Alberta and BC itinerary especially, be sure to have them save their shopping for Alberta and they can save on the tax. We also say it's always sunny in Alberta, and that's because we have the highest number of sunny days in Canada with over 300 days of sunshine each and every year. And as a side note to this, please ensure your guests are packing sunscreen. While they may be used to the sun, obviously where you guys are from, the sun is much more intense here as we are at that higher elevation. And in the winter especially, the reflection from the sun off the snow can burn even those most loyal and experienced sun worshippers out there. So Alberta really has an incredible amount of diversity from east to west, north to south. And as a result, Alberta is actually home to 6 of Canada's 20 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So this gives your clients ample opportunity to discover in the beauty and history contained within that in Alberta. And today I'm going to talk to a few of these as well. So Alberta is really known around the world for our AAA Alberta beef, but there's a few little grains that are also starting to put Alberta on the global stage. That's our incredible barley, our wheat, and our hops. And the abundance and uniqueness of our crop supports this explosive growth we've seen of local breweries and distilleries right across the province, where guests can get a taste of unique spirits like our award-winning sweet honey liquor, our prickly pear vodka, or our parlor gin, which is flavored with juniper, botanicals, rosehip, Saskatoon berry, coriander, lemon, orange, mint, and spice, and is truly, truly delicious. So enhancing all of these, of course, is the fact that the base of all of these is that fresh water from our Rocky Mountains. So be sure to tell your clients when they visit one of our many breweries or distilleries on their travels through Alberta. Now, adding to this incredible beer and spirits is, of course, our cuisine. Now, a stroll through any of the unique neighborhoods in Alberta's mountain towns or our vibrant cities will easily lead you to amazing restaurants that will undoubtedly use local ingredients, including honey, bison, Alberta beef, root vegetables, and much, much more. So if you really want to ensure your guests get a sample of these true flavors, I also recommend they hop on a food tour with either Alberta Food Tours in Calgary, Edmonton, Banff, or Canmore, or with Jasper Food Tours up in Jasper. And all of these are bookable through your local tour operator or wholesaler. And booking these will truly enhance your guest experience and allow them to maximize their foodie experience. Now, Alberta is home to 2 major city centers. First is Alberta's capital city, which is Edmonton, and it's located right in the center of Alberta. It's home to the Edmonton International Airport, and there's also a stop for guests traveling on the Via Rail. Now, Edmonton's River Valley, which is pictured here, is North America's largest urban parkland, and it's actually 22 times the size of Central Park. So Edmonton really has plenty on offer and a great place for guests for doing a pre or post night stay before they head into the Rockies for the Rockies adventures. Now, Calgary, located south of Edmonton, is Alberta's largest city. It's also home to the Calgary International Airport. And Calgary is set dramatically between prairies, mountain peaks, and is rich with beautiful landscapes, skylines, and a dynamic array of experiences. From the vibrant downtown to character-filled neighborhoods, winding rivers, vast green spaces, Calgary really is full of secrets, surprises, and stories, and of course is also home to the Calgary Stampede. Now, for those who are not flying into Calgary or Edmonton for their itineraries, one of the most popular and beautiful ways to enter the province is to include rail as part of that itinerary. So many guests will extend a cruise from Vancouver with a rail journey that travels across BC and directly into Alberta. Now, I know Charlie hosts webinars with VIA and Rocky Mountaineer, and they're kind of the best place for your information on details about these journeys. But all I want to do here is highlight that, as you can see on this map, VIA Rail travels from Vancouver with stops up into Jasper and then heads out to Edmonton, while Rocky Mountaineer has trains that service, that splits in Kamloops and actually services up to Jasper as well as into Banff, Lake Louise, and into Calgary. So this really opens endless itinerary options for their Alberta holiday. Now, Alberta is also rich in Indigenous culture, and I firmly believe that a trip to Alberta is not complete without some exposure to this. So, for example, in Jasper, warrior woman's Matricia Bauer performs drumming, fireside chats, foraging, and performs haunting melodies that share stories that will keep your guests fully entertained. If your guests are looking to be moved by the heartbeat of Mother Earth, hear the stories of the land, and listen to the legends of the Cree people that will stay with them forever, then Warrior Women truly is a must-stop when they're up in Jasper. Now in Banff, Mohican Trails provides a eye-opening Indigenous experience where guests can take a walk in a mountain meadow or through a forest with Brenda Holder or her son. The immersive experience shows their ability to point to and identify plants, trees, or bushes that, and they can tell you how they've been used to be made for something crucial for survival, like a cider for a cold, a food source, or a fire starter. This is a must-do for those experiences, an immersive Indigenous experience in the Banff area. Now, Many Chief Tours is also an Indigenous-owned and operated business that operates in Calgary in southern Alberta. Many Chief Tours owner and guide Tara Wright offers authentic Indigenous and ecotourism experiences that are located in the culturally significant areas for the Blackfoot people. Their tours share the story of the Blackfoot people, how the Blackfoot people overcame many barriers to once again thrive in this traditional territory. And all these Indigenous experiences, again, can be booked through your wholesaler, local tour operator. Now, most of you, I'm assuming, being specialists, are very familiar with the Rockies and our main cities of Calgary and Edmonton. But today, I wanted to highlight a few other options to consider when you're building out your clients' itineraries. So first and foremost, I wanted to talk about a perfect day trip from Calgary. Starts with a 1.5-hour drive east to the Badlands of Drumheller and the Royal Tyrrell Museum of Paleontology. So in addition to featuring one of the world's largest displays of dinosaurs, the Royal Tyrrell Dinosaur Museum offers a wide variety of creative, fun, and super educational programs that bring the prehistoric past to life. So here, your clients will actually learn about the amazing number of dinosaur fossils and discoveries in this area, and they can even go outside and look for bones and fossils themselves in the surrounding canyons. Now from there, recommend they drive south, where they head to Dinosaur Provincial Park. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is truly unique, unexpected landscape in Alberta. Guests are always completely blown away by the surreal landscape that emerges in front of them when they visit Alberta's Badlands. And here, there's actually still many active dinosaur digs taking place. So your guests can actually book a behind-the-scenes tour to see actual dinosaur beds being unearthed. It's the unequaled concentration of dinosaur fossils here that actually make Dinosaur Provincial Park world famous. And many of the bones that are dug up here, they make their way back to that Royal Tyrrell Museum. So combining a trip to Dinosaur Provincial Park and Drumheller is really a great day trip from Calgary for those who are doing pre and post stays. Now, south of Calgary, so look at Calgary going south, on the border of the US is Waterton Lakes National Park and the town site of Waterton. Now, Waterton Lakes National Park is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an International Peace Park, as well as a biosphere reserve. Here, as you can imagine, there's stunning views and amazing hikes for all abilities. I highly recommend the boat tour on the lake to learn about how Waterton became the first International Peace Park. Many guests will combine a stay in Waterton by visiting the neighboring Glacier National Park in Montana, or they'll just add it as an extension on their Rockies road trip. Now in Waterton also sits the iconic Prince of Wales Hotel. This is a must stop for the signature afternoon tea experience. Here your guests can take in the beautiful surroundings overlooking Waterton Lake while sipping hot tea, drinking scones, and living the high life with delicious sandwiches. Now, I also want to highlight a few new experiences for your guests to experience during their time here in Alberta, and all of these are bookable through your local tour operator and wholesaler. So Alberta's Boot Company, who's the official boot of the Calgary Stampede, has just opened an exciting new 28,000 square foot facility right in the heart of downtown Calgary. And this is part of their Beltline Experience Center. So this facility offers a fully immersive historical and educational visitor experience. Behind the scenes, it'd be offered throughout the year, including your bootmaker workshop experience. And the facility will feature Indigenous artwork, collaborative merchandise made by local artists, and the Alberta, so I would say the Alberta Boot Company really is a must stop while in Calgary to get outfitted with a pair of authentic custom cowboy boots for your Alberta adventure. Now, the Eau Claire Distillery is located just south of Calgary and on the way into Waterton. This can also be done as a day trip from Calgary as well. And they have this new experience called Prohibition Tasting that opens the doors to the sights, sounds, and tastes of the 1920s. Your guests will learn about Alberta's place in Prohibition history through an immersive experience of education, tastings, and learn the unique history of the Turner Valley whiskey trading and how Eau Claire Distillery came to be. Now, a new signature experience that also launched this year is our summer sled dog tours. So Boundary Ranch, which is in Kananaskis, located between Calgary and Banff, has partnered with Snowy Owl Sled Dog Tours to bring a new and unique summer tour experience to Alberta. Your clients will experience the adventure of a pack of husky sled dogs leading them through the forests in summer, surrounded by stunning mountain scenery. The non-motorized custom-built carts provide a similar experience to the winter dog sledding without the cold of the winter, obviously. Boundary Ranch is one of the only places in Western Canada you can experience this unique summer dryland tour. This is a one and a half hour experience and runs in the morning daily. Now, as you can imagine, there's so much to see and do while in Banff. And one of the best ways to see it all is with White Mountain Adventures with their new e-bike tours. Guests get to enjoy experienced interpretive guides and pedal along riverside pathways and mountain parkways in the shadow of the world-famous Canadian Rockies. And obviously, there's lots of help from the hills with a modern fleet of electric assisted bikes. There's 3 main tours ranging from 2 to 4 hours, giving your guests lots of options to see the very best of Banff. Now, for me, that's really all I have for today. And I really hope that helped to give you some insight into the tastes on offer in Alberta, our rich Indigenous history, and some new ideas for your clients' itineraries. Now, I'm going to pass this over to Christy to speak about the greatest show on earth, the Calgary Stampede.
Ryan, thank you so much. And yep, Christy's coming back. She is going to share her screen with us. But thank you, Ryan. As Ryan mentioned, you know, we have had some updates from Banff Lake Louise Tourism and Jasper and Rocky Mountaineer and Via Rail. I mean, I'm looking at the names on the list going, you guys all know your stuff, but if you do need anything, then please do let me know or let Ryan know. And obviously he can follow up with more info. But thank you, Ryan.